జ్ఞానం మీ భవిష్యత్తును నిర్మిస్తుంది.
డిజిటల్ ప్రపంచంలో మీ విజయానికి మార్గదర్శి.
ఇక్కడ మీరు నేర్చుకుంటారు, ఎదుగుతారు.
డిజిటల్ పాత్ విత్ అజయ్. Learn and grow and move forward.
Hey everyone, today we're doing something a little different. We're not just going to talk about AI, we're actually going to build your own personal AI playbook. The goal here is to turn these cool tech tools like Gemini and ChatGPT into a custom-built system that's designed to help you absolutely crush your goals. So let's dive right in.
So, does this sound a little too familiar? You're trying to prep for some really intense competitive exams, maybe the SSC or IBPSPO. At the same time, you're hustling to build an income stream on the side, and, you're doing all of this while just trying to manage daily life. It is a lot. And your time is easily the most precious thing you have. But what if you had a couple of dedicated assistants to help you manage it all? Well, that's exactly what this playbook is designed for. First, we'll get you introduced to your new AI assistants. Then, we're going to get super practical with two key plays. First, how to automate a YouTube channel, and second, how to use AI to ace your exam prep. From there, we'll look at building a custom system that actually fits your needs, thinking about things like accessibility and cost. And finally, we'll take a peek at what your AI-powered future could really look like.
Alright, so first things first. Let's completely stop thinking about this as Gemini versus ChatGPT. That's not the game we're playing. Instead, I want you to think of them as two specialized members of your own personal team. The real key to success here is knowing exactly which one to call on for which task.
So, what exactly is Gemini? Well, it's this incredibly powerful multimodal AI straight from Google's own research division. And that word, multimodal, is super important. It just means it gets more than just text. It understands voice, images, even documents you upload. Plus, it's deeply tied into everything Google: Search, Gmail, Docs, which makes it an absolute beast of a research tool.
Now this is the core idea for our entire playbook. Seriously. Think of Gemini as your research brain. It's lightning fast, it's plugged into real-time information from the internet, and it's just fantastic for fact-checking. On the other hand, think of ChatGPT as your creative storyteller. It's brilliant at creating structured plans, adopting an emotional tone, and crafting really persuasive content. Just remembering that one distinction, research brain versus creative storyteller, is the key to using them both like a pro.
Okay, so let's put this whole idea into action with our very first play: building an income engine by automating an affiliate marketing YouTube channel. We're going to let our two AI assistants do all the heavy lifting for us. So here's the 5-step workflow. It's really straightforward. We'll start with product research, then create a cinematic script, break that script down into scenes, design a thumbnail that people just have to click, and then pull it all together in a quick weekend production sprint. See? It's a clear, repeatable system.
For step 1, the research part, we turn to our research brain, Gemini. A prompt just like this one is perfect. You're asking for super specific, real-time market-relevant data. Gemini can go out, pull all the features, compare the products, and help you find that perfect angle for your video in no time.
But for the script itself? Yeah, for that, we need our creative storyteller. We take all that great research from Gemini and hand it over to ChatGPT with a prompt like this, and look at those keywords: emotional, cinematic, urgency. ChatGPT is going to craft a narrative, a story, that actually hooks the viewer, weaves in the product features in an emotional way, and pushes them toward that call to action. This is all about persuasion, not just listing facts.
Okay, so now let's see how our research brain and creative storyteller duo handles a completely different kind of challenge. We're going to switch gears from making money to getting an education, with our second play, preparing for those super competitive exams like the SSC CGL and IBPSPO.
I love this because it shows just how perfectly you can integrate both AIs into your daily study routine. In the early morning, when you want to reduce eye strain, you use Gemini's voice mode for practice questions and explanations. It's almost like having a personal tutor reading to you. Then, in the evening, you switch over to ChatGPT for that deep, structured revision, like analyzing your mock test results or breaking down the topics you're weakest in. And here's a perfect example for that evening session. You can ask ChatGPT to explain a really complex topic like monetary policy, but you can also tell it how to structure the answer. Ask for bullet points, ask for real-world examples, and then, this is the real game changer, ask it to generate exam-style multiple-choice questions for you to practice. This literally turns your AI into a personalized test prep engine.
So we've got our core plays down. Now it's time to customize the system. Because a great playbook has to work for everyone, right? So we need to think about really important factors like accessibility for visually impaired users and, of course, the cost.
For visually impaired users, the playbook actually gets even more interesting. Gemini's deep integration with Android makes it work really smoothly with screen readers like TalkBack, which is great for quick research. But for creating those long-term, structured study plans, ChatGPT's more natural conversational flow can be a massive advantage. So once again, it's all about choosing the right tool for the task at hand.
And what about money? Look, you do not need to spend a lot to get started here. Option A, the free hybrid system, is your go-to. Just use the free versions of both AIs, plus free tools like Canva for graphics and CapCut for video editing. The cost is literally zero, and the output is still totally professional. Option B is more of a strategic move. You save a 1-month trial of a paid plan for a really critical time, like the month right before a huge exam or a big YouTube launch. Smart, right?
Okay, we've covered the tools, we've covered the plays. Now let's put it all together and really look at what your daily life could be like once this AI success system is fully up and running.
This table just summarizes your entire workflow so beautifully. Mornings are for that voice-based learning with Gemini. Afternoons are for any quick research questions you have, again, with Gemini. Your evenings are reserved for that structured planning and deep work with ChatGPT. And the weekends? That's when you bring them both together for your content production. It's a simple, powerful, and really balanced system.
And the skills you're building here go so far beyond just passing one exam or launching one YouTube channel. You're learning prompt engineering, AI scripting, automation. These skills open up so many future income streams. You could offer AI resume writing services, create accessible tech content for a massively underserved audience. I mean, the list goes on. This playbook is about building a career, not just finishing a single project.
So what's the big takeaway here? After all the analysis, all the prompts, and all the strategies, the master conclusion is actually incredibly simple. It is not about Gemini or ChatGPT. The best strategy is to use both, intelligently. Use the right tool for the right job. That's it.
And that brings us to the final question, which is really the only one that matters. We've laid out the playbook, the tools, and the strategies. But now it's your turn. So looking at your own goals, your own challenges, and your own ambitions, what will your AI assistants help you achieve?